Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something literally every driver in the Ocean State has to deal with, but honestly, very few people actually understand. We're talking about navigating the Rhode Island DMV's digital infrastructure. Picture this for a second. You're just minutes away from heading to the airport for a huge trip. Or maybe you're filling out a major job application and it hits you. Wait, is my license actually valid? You definitely do not want administrative uncertainty ruining your plans. So let's look at exactly how you can check your status right now, instantly, and without ever leaving your couch. Here's our roadmap for conquering this beast. We're going to hit why your status matters, understanding the requirements, a step-by-step status check, common issues and troubleshooting, and wrap it all up with some really useful tips and resources.
Okay, jumping right into part one, why your status matters.
You know, the Rhode Island DMV has gone through this massive digital transformation lately. They've pretty much moved to a reservation-only model for in-person visits, mostly to kill off those infamous physical lines. Because of that, managing your credentials online isn't just nice to have anymore. It's essentially a modern necessity. Verifying your status ensures you're totally legal to drive, it flags any unexpected active suspensions that might have popped up, and it confirms you are good to go for renewals. Knowing this stuff is an absolute game changer, especially if you're juggling a crazy schedule and would way rather handle things digitally than sit in a waiting room in Cranston for hours. Moving right along to part two, understanding the requirements. Now, before you even think about hitting login, you'll need your personal info ready, like your exact license number and your social security number. But right away, you might be wondering, is putting my sensitive data online actually safe? The short answer? Yes, it is. Rhode Island systems are built to strictly comply with the DPPA. That's the Federal Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Basically, this federal law locks down your personal driving records so only authorized individuals can access them. The system uses highly secure identity validation to make sure your data is completely protected from unauthorized access. Which brings us to part three, the step-by-step status check. So let's walk through how to actually get your validation reward. Rhode Island has this kind of multi-tier digital architecture, which means they actually give you two totally distinct pathways to verify your credentials. You've got the Secure Online DMV customer portal, and then you have the legacy ri.gov status check tool. Think of the Secure portal as your main hub, a comprehensive dashboard for all your credentials, vehicle registrations, violations, the whole shebang. The legacy tool, though, is just a quick single-purpose lane. It's the absolute fastest way if you just want to know, hey, is my license valid or suspended right now? But here's the catch. You have to pay close attention to the strict data entry rules for each one. For the Secure portal, if you happen to have a hyphenated last name, you literally have to replace that dash with a blank space. Otherwise, the system will just reject you out of hand. The legacy tool is different. It wants an exact match to whatever is physically printed on your card. Oh, and let's talk cost, because this is crucial. Both of these status checks are completely free. $0. Now, if you use the legacy page, you might spot some confusing text mentioning a credit card. Don't panic. Our sources confirm this is literally just a documentation error bleeding over from their paid driver history reports. A simple status check will never cost you a dime. All right, let's put it all together. Step 1, double check that you're navigating to the official Rhode Island DMV website. You want to make sure you're on the legitimate portal. Step 2, input your exact data using those quirky syntax rules we just talked about. Step 3, agree to the privacy compliance, and Step 4, just hit submit. Instantly, you'll see if your status is active, suspended, or blocked. It's incredibly straightforward once you know the quirks of the system. Let's look at part 4, common issues and troubleshooting. Okay, so sometimes this digital highway definitely has some potholes. Website errors, expired licenses, incorrect info blocks, things like that. But hands down, the biggest monster people face is an administrative sync delay. Let's say you move and you need to update your address before you renew your license online. You absolutely must wait 15 minutes after submitting that address change before you even start the renewal. Why? Well, it takes the mainframe exactly 15 minutes to synchronize. If you rush it, the system just processes your renewal with your old address, and your brand new credential will literally be mailed to the wrong house. And keep in mind, while the online processing happens in 24 hours, the physical mail delivery can take up to 60 days. So yeah, definitely wait those 15 minutes. Here is another absolutely vital tip. If you renew or replace your license online, the digital receipt that you can print out at home does not have your photograph on it. Now, local Rhode Island law enforcement is totally cool with this. They'll accept it alongside your expired card if you get pulled over, but federal authorities and the TSA No way. You cannot use that photo list receipt to board an airplane. If you're traveling and you immediately need a temporary photo ID, you have to skip the online portal entirely and schedule an in-person appointment.
Which takes us to Section 5, Useful Tips and Resources.
So, how do we master this ecosystem without constantly relying on the DMV headquarters? Well, if you need that temporary photo credential we just mentioned, or maybe you're processing a first-time Real ID, I highly recommend checking out AAA Northeast branches. The state has actually delegated a bunch of registry services directly to them. If you're a AAA member, you can completely bypass the DMV for standard non-commercial renewals or duplicate licenses. It is an amazing resource to keep in your back pocket. Also, just a quick pro tip. Set a calendar reminder on your phone for your expiration date right now, and bookmark that DMV portal on your browser so you have it ready to go. Now, because we're relying so much more on digital access these days, we have to talk about a very real threat. You need to watch out for smishing. That's SMS phishing. Scammers are actively running credential harvesting text message campaigns specifically targeting Rhode Island drivers. These scammers are crafty. They pretend to be the RIDMV, sending you unsolicited texts that threaten immediate license suspension, or they demand immediate payment through some shady, malicious link. Please hear me on this. Official DMV administrative notices in Rhode Island are sent strictly through the standard post office. The DMV is literally never going to text you demanding payment. If you get one of these texts, ignore it, delete it, and just go directly to the official customer portal yourself to check your actual status. All right, one final fascinating little quirk about the Rhode Island system for you. $21.50. That is what it costs to download your certified driving record online. But strangely enough, if you request that exact same document in person or through the mail, it's only $19.50. So why on earth is the digital version more expensive? It actually comes down to a private-public funding paradigm. Instead of using tax dollars to build the website, the technology vendor covers their costs by tacking on a $2 convenience fee for every online record request. So the takeaway here? For standard status checks, definitely stick to the free portal. But if you actually need a certified record right this second, just be prepared to eat that digital convenience fee. So, as we wrap things up today, I want to leave you with this to chew on. In an age of rapid digital transformation, how proactive are you in guarding and managing your state identity? Knowing how to navigate these portals doesn't just save you a trip to Cranston. It protects you from scams, it prevents major travel disasters, and it cuts out so many administrative headaches down the road. It really is the foundation of responsible, informed driving today. And just a quick note before we go, while the guidance in this explainer is completely accurate as of production, you should always verify details and updates directly through the official Rhode Island DMV portal, as processes and fees can occasionally change. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hey, make sure to subscribe for more helpful explainers just like this one. See you next time!